Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant, #2. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's use my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get. I'm reviewing this comic based on other Ms. Marvel comics or Captain Marvel comics. I'm not reviewing this comic against other things like Superman or, Watchmen or something like that. Each category is going to get a score, and we'll see where it all comes out to. If it gets 5 out of 10, that's kind of a pass. 6 out of 10 means, yeah, that was pretty good. So Ms. Marvel, if you've seen my other video on Ms. Marvel #1 or any of my other Ms. Marvel videos or Captain Marvel videos, but specifically for Kamala Khan, they can't seem to figure this character out. Inhuman, cosmic powers, like in the show she had that bracelet with cosmic abilities or something. In the comics she has stretchy powers, but they said she was an Inhuman, but now that she's a mutant or she's both or something. Are you confused? Yes. Are the writers confused? Probably, and the audience is definitely confused, and that's just how it goes. But we're going to review this. I'm going to give this storyline a 1. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 2. She's at Empire State University. Is that where she is? And Orchis is running some experiments or doing something. Her and Sync, she's working with the X-Men trying to figure out what's going on. It's a bit standard, but I don't hate the story. It's fine. I'm giving it a 1, so let's see where it goes. That's sort of where I'm at. Pacing, I'm going to give it a 1. I was going to give the pacing a higher score. I think the pacing of this issue was better than the previous one. There was a lot of setting up that was needless, really. It got really good when these drones attacked. I'll tell you that. So these drones came in, and then she starts fighting them, and then they form into one. It's like a combiner. It's like a Transformers combiner. And I thought, oh man, that's really neat. And then it was kind of done. It was just kind of like Tony comes in, in his stealth armor and saves the day. And I'm like, well, why is Tony saving the day in Ms. Marvel's comic? It's just that I mean, I guess there's I know she's young or whatever, but let her win. Make it a bit that this battle should have been longer. Okay, I wasn't bored, so I'm not failing the pacing, but I started to get excited, and then it went back to more talking with Emma and stuff, and it's just I don't know. For the art, I'm gonna actually give the art a 1.5. I like the art in this comic. I do like her costume. I know it's like kind of a Kitty Pryde, X-Men mashup with her thing, but I actually like Kamala Khan's costume anyways. But I like this one. I don't know what to tell you. I got a soft spot for her, so I like this costume. That's it. What else do you want me to tell you? And some good, I like when this thing formed. That was kind of cool. There's some good pages. It's a bit standard, right? I mean, it's standard Marvel art, but I do like the costume, so I'm going to give it a extra for that. I like this Doctor Strange Silver Surfer mashed up guy. He's kind of a fun character. That's her older outfit. So this is her dream or whatever. There's a whole thing with dreams going on, which it's going to play out to something, obviously, but we'll see where it goes. The characters, I'm going to give it a 1.5 on the characters. I like Bruno. I like Kamala. The relationship is cool. I actually like Sync. I thought he was a pretty neat character when I was heavy into X-Men a while back. And Tony's in it, and that's fine. The villain seems like okay. The villain's slightly not weaker, so I'm not giving it a 2 out of 2 for that. I'm just going to give it a 1.5. I do like the characters. I'm rooting for Ms. Marvel. I know she's one of these diversity kind of characters that they created, but I actually like her more than Miles Morales, to be honest. I don't, and I kind of like her. Well, I like her a hell of a lot more than Riri Williams, that's for sure. Miles is okay as well. I'm not really a big fan of his. I've seen those movies. That's it. I didn't read any of his comics. Kamala for me feels like at least it's a different, Riri is oh look, it's just Iron Man but a kid or whatever. Oh look, it's Spider-Man but it's a different guy. Kamala Khan is not exactly Captain Marvel. She has different powers, and that might be enough to make it different, but it is different, so I'll give them credit. It's not just like a Captain Marvel clone, because Captain Marvel's a Captain Marvel clone. Monica was a little bit different. I thought she was kind of neat. But anyway, I've got a soft spot for Kamala. Say what you want. Listen, it is what it is. So I'm more positive to this character. So for the enjoyment factor, I'm also going to give it a 1.5. And the way I look at it is, did I like the comic? Yeah, I liked it. Would I buy the comic? Yes, since I bought it. Would I buy the next issue? Yes, I will buy the next issue. Would I recommend it? No. So that's why it's a 1.5. So I'm going to give this a 6.5 out of 10 total score. I'm close to giving it a 7. And I know this is, I never look at the credits. You guys have seen this in videos. I never look at the credits. I never, and the reason is that I don't want it to like hinder my opinion of the comic. I want to read this comic. A lot of the times in the past, when I would look up the writers or the artists, and I'd go on their Instagram or I'd go on their Twitter, and it would just be filled with all of these political things, which I'm in Canada. Most of the political things didn't even apply to me, and I don't want to see them even if they did apply to me. Like, we've got enough problems that, you know, that we're dealing with in Canada that we don't need extra. I don't need your guys' problems. I don't need extra problems on. And I certainly don't want to go on and start reading people's opinions. So on all this stuff that I don't care about, to be honest, it's I want to review the comic as the comic, not let it hinder my opinion. And it can. There was a comic that I thought was okay, and then I saw the person, I thought, ooh, this wasn't for me. And then I started to notice their bias in the writing. So I'd rather just review this on its own merits. So 6.5 out of 10. That might be high for some people who don't like this character. It might be really low for people that love the character. But it's fine. I'm going to get the next issue. Like, I didn't get angry. There's been comics. I just recently checked out Wonder Woman #1 and Power Girl #1. I thought Power Girl was just boring and just didn't even finish it. And Wonder Woman, I read about 5 pages and I thought, F this comic, it sucks. And I didn't even review it on the channel. So this is a hell of a lot better than, in my opinion, than Wonder Woman was. Now, I didn't finish reading Wonder Woman, and I'm a Wonder Woman fan. So, I don't know, maybe Wonder Woman got good, but I flipped through it, and I don't think it did. Anyway, that is it. I do have a Patreon if you want early access to my reviews, and I also have a Space Reviews 77 channel if you just want the 1-minute version of this review. And if you do like my rating system, feel free to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And it does help the YouTube algorithm, especially if you hit the notification bell. That helps me out as well. But that is it. All right, everyone. Until next time.